Anna turned 3 in July 2008, and she started having intermittent vomiting. And as it progressed, we kept checking with GI and thinking she had a little something wrong with her tummy. And then we got an MRI, because we have a very good doctor who checked it all out, and we found out that she has a pilocytic astrocytoma in her brainstem.
It was really hard to understand at first how this could possibly be, when she was so happy and playful, just like a normal 3-year-old, other than this vomiting that she had.
My wife and I took a weekend getaway to Green Lake, Wisconsin. And I had a dizzy spell when we were in the pool that was so severe that I had to grab the side of the pool to, to keep from falling to my knees. Went to see my physician. They gave me, the complete once-over. He gave me every test he could and couldn't find a thing wrong with me. And so when we were ending the appointment, he said, you know what, just in case, we're going to send you for an MRI tomorrow. The initial pathology came back as grade 3 anaplastic astrocytoma. And of course, here we are, almost 6 years later.
Chrissy was single, didn't have children. She had a great network of friends.
She was diagnosed by herself in an emergency room from having had a seizure.
We were in Phoenix, and with a phone call, and it sounded serious, but it was so out of the blue that we just couldn't believe that it was true. We jumped on a plane though, and we got to San Francisco in a couple of hours.
I remember when I got the phone call, and we thought, wait, this can't be true. This is Chrissy, the yoga instructor, the one who loves leafy greens and carrots and lives life to the fullest and is positive. How could this be happening to somebody like her?
So we did some searching and transferred her over to UCSF, and they performed the surgery there and diagnosed it as a glioblastoma.
Somebody asked the hard question, how long does she have? And, here's a guy that does these things on a daily basis, and he sort of rolled his eyes and he said, well, she's young and she's strong, she might have 6 months. And that, of course, just blew us all away. And she lived for 3 years. She fought that hard to beat this thing with everything that she had in her and everything that her team had available. And that, beat the odds for a long time.
So I tried to get into the New York Marathon, and I kept applying. First year, couldn't get in. Second year, I got in for Fred's team. That's a cancer team. So I was able to go, and 5 hours, 1 minute, I did it in. And it was about going on this long journey and thinking about life and everything. Just unbelievable, unbelievable. That was in November, and then all of a sudden, I felt a little weird in December. And I called my doctor on Monday. He said, go get an MRI. So I got that MRI scan on a Tuesday, the 8th of January, '08. And on Wednesday, I go down to the Mayo. And they say, you've got glioblastoma 4, and you're going to live for 15 months. And all that stuff happens just in over a few days.
But we do believe everything happens for a reason. I think through this process, that has only gotten stronger.
I think cancer is both the best and the worst thing that's happened to our family. Obviously, our hearts never hurt so bad, and we've never been so scared, but yet we're closer. We know what matters.
But it really taught me a lot about things being more of a journey than a destination.
Our faith, our shared faith, is really, I believe, our strength. And now we look at those little girls, and they're everything to us.
When you get a hug from them, your world stops, and you really can sincerely feel it in your soul. When you see her run, it's just a sign of life, and you just stop and smile, and the little stresses of cleaning the house or whatever are gone. So don't look at our house.
I have such a wonderful family. My wife, Jennifer, Jenny, We have 2 wonderful kids, Jack, who will be 11 this year, and Mimi, who will be 9 this year. And what I love about this experience is learning more about love. So I think the experience is actually good in a lot of ways, because you get to learn things and you get to teach others things and make everybody's journey, I think, a lot better, a lot better.
Every day matters, and every day we're given an opportunity to make the world a better place than it was yesterday. I don't want to lose a minute.
You just can't underestimate how important a support system is when you're dealing with something awful like cancer, and specifically brain cancer. If you were alone trying to deal with that, you couldn't possibly. I mean, I can't imagine it.
Our friends and our community and our faith have gotten us through so much.
The outpouring of support and offers to help have come from people you wouldn't even think of.
It's literally shocking.
I think one of the real measures of a person is, you know, the people that stick with you kind of through thick and thin. And there were a lot of people that stuck with Chrissy through thick and thin, and they didn't fade and they did not give up.
She was overwhelmed with the outpouring of support. That was one of the benefits, was that she was able to see how many lives she did touch.
Really, her strength came from knowing that she had this group of family and friends that she couldn't give up because of them, and she didn't.
My wife, Rebecca, she made appointments for me to go to Duke, to the Brain Tumor Center out there. She made appointments for me to go to Chicago. She's my rock, and I believe that her support got me through this.
When I went to Mayo, there was about 35 people down there. Come out of surgery, and the nurse said, only 2 people at a time, 30 people. That was so great.
Humor is very important. I don't know that we could have gotten through without it. We like to sneak up on him and spray him with a sprinkler hose, the girls and I.
Yeah, I think it's mom driven, and then the girls jump on board. Yesterday was her 4th birthday.
We asked her, what do you want to do for your birthday yesterday? And she said, I want to go to some garage sales. She's a shopper. I'm like, yes, we did something right.
After I came out from surgery, I went back to my room, and there were a bunch of balloons in there, and there was one of the balloons had like a smiley face on it. It was like a smiley face balloon head. And I looked at it and looked at my wife, and we both just kind of laughed. And then I walked behind it, and they took some pictures of the balloon, which looked like it was sitting on my shoulders at the time. I mean, we've always had kind of a dry, sick sense of humor, but I think that's exactly what we needed at that moment.
Chrissy was one of a kind. She had the funniest, most unique sense of humor of anybody you could ever imagine. You can't even describe it.
She just was the kind of person that could light up a room. Her smile was huge and beautiful, and just would be captivating when she'd walk in a room.
But she not only, I mean, was that way with us, the doctors, the nurses, the funny relationships that she developed with everybody around her. Nobody forgot who she was.
They're still talking about her,
Still talking about her, I'm sure.
The funny thing is, I can't think of a joke right now, which is good. That means I haven't said any swear words or anything, or whatever I have said you'll cut out. Or beep. Maybe you should beep some of my swear words. Yeah, if I go like this, then just beep. Then maybe people will laugh. And I did talk to Joelle about being the humorist. And she said, you can't be the humorist. We hire someone. And I said, well, can I warm up for the humorist? And she said, I don't think so. And I said, well, when I run up on the stage, you're not going to be able to do anything.
You have to keep a positive mental attitude. You have to be willing to laugh. Because it sure beats the alternative.
Hope never ends. Sky's the limit.
I'm grateful for hope. I mean, I'm grateful for the different organizations and the different people I have come into contact with that have given me hope, really, at the times I needed it.
We definitely look forward to the hope of the next milestone in her life. Mm-hmm. Some days that's what allows us to get through.
No, I'm not angry. I'm very, very appreciative for every day.
It's been quite a journey, and certainly not over, but we feel like, you know, we've been blessed and we've made all of the right moves.
She wants her presence to be known. Signs are all over the place that Chrissy's around us.
It's wonderful to know that you can leave this world knowing that you've touched so many.
Anna's gonna make a difference in it. She's made a difference already in so many people's lives. I don't understand how a 3-year-old can touch and change so many lives. It's shocking.
My hope is to be able to reach out to all my family and my friends and more experiences together.
Hope is for the cure, of course. We can't give up hope.
No.
Well, I hope for a cure.
For a cure, yes.
Who wouldn't, right?